welcome back to my channel Lady T. My name is Nathalie and today we are going to continue with rebuilding the neighborhood. And this time we are going to build another tiny home in Newcrest, the tiny home community. You can see the lovely shadow of our last build displayed on the ground here. And today, this picture is going to show right now, that is what we're going to build. I only have the inside, there was no picture from the outside, so what I started with was putting down the most important furniture that would help me deciding how big this build should be. So that is what we're going to start. I usually don't start like this, usually you start with a frame, but with this one I was like, okay, we need to start with how big this house is going to be. And it appears that on the photo that there are two decks on either side of the home. So I kept those in. We are going to place the house in a different place, because of course with cottage living we also got the update that let us build ponds. So we are going to build a little bridge in front of the home. So that is the only way that you can reach it. Because I was like, we have more than enough tiles left that we can use to build something, so we might as well build a bridge. Hello Lupas, are you going to be careful? I hope so. My cat just jumped onto the desk. He likes to do that lately. So we're just making the bridge over here, and first I put it there, I was like, nah, it doesn't really fit. We should have a little bit of bigger place for it, so that you have actual room to step onto land again. What I soon realized was like, okay, this is kind of ugly, so I will need to use a lot of stones and a lot of greenery to make this look pretty. But it is a large pond, there is a lot of water, so we end up not doing the whole sides with stones, but just part of it to make it look a little better, but not have it be a stone rock wall, because especially at the sides, at the end of the lot, there isn't that much space. So the stones were almost touching each other, so I was like, okay, then I can't do that. And otherwise it's just going to take way too much time, so I'm just not going to do that. Shall I make some space for you? There you go. So the house itself didn't take that much time, because we started with putting down the furniture that we know we needed. And it was really helpful to see the interior, because now I didn't have to decide on the color for the walls and stuff like that. So I didn't go with my usual colors and wallpapers. So that was a nice change of pace. That's also because of the deck on the outside with the living room. They were able to have a nice sliding door outside. On the outside, but on that side. That's what I meant to say. And in this tiny home we could actually have a little bit of a bigger kitchen. We usually don't have that, but I decided, well, we might as well then put in the washer and the dryer, because it just gives you some extra mood buffs every now and then, so that's good. I'm not sure if I remember to put in a laundry thingy, but we'll see if I add it. I don't really remember. And I also wanted to make this outside look pretty, because of course it's the stairs that I put outside. I might as well not have put stairs. I don't know why I put stairs, but I did. So then with the flowers and outside, then oh, we have a hamper, cool. With the flowers outside, I felt like at least we could decorate it a little bit. And you can never have too many plants. Did Did I keep that brown color on that? Ugh, I don't know why. It was really fun to start with something else. Do not start with the house itself or the walls itself, but start with the interior, putting those options down. It was nice to look at it from a different perspective and to be like, okay, how would this work? How is it going to work? And then fit the house around it. And I was surprised that I could find lots of stuff within the game itself, not from through CC, that really matched what it looked like in the picture itself. And of course we also put in some clutter just to make it come alive a bit more. We also could have got the wallpapers away from the staircase, and then you have some extra spot to do something in. But for now I just left it. I was like, we have everything in here that needs to be in there, so it's fine. And then we start with the outside, with the decorating, with all the flowers. I don't think I added a tree in here. Oh, I did at the back. So first we start with the easy filler plants that just fill up a lot of empty spaces, and decide on what colors we are going to use. And I know that sometimes I go a little crazy with colors and the plants outside mainly, but I try to keep in the same color scheme. I've been doing that in my latest builds, just trying to stay in it to make it a little bit more calm, but I still like a lot of color and to make it look like it's overgrown. So that is just my style. And this plant that I'm using right now is so good for filler. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. And here in the pond at the front of the house, we did put in some more stones to make it look a bit better. And of course, if you make the rocks a little bit bigger, then it just goes a little quicker. And I've never used this tree in a build before, so I was like, okay, maybe it fits here. It's a bit more of a jungle kind of plants that are out here, so it fits. And that's why we also use this more. I don't know, these items give me a more of a jungle vibe, especially the little barbecue and the fountain. And because it's the little home community, they are also about gardening and the eco lifestyle, so I gave them that kind of stuff. I didn't want to smaller all the solar panels again because it just takes a long time. So we do it with the water caches, of course, because I feel like you need a lot of them to make sure that you actually make some money from it. And I like to hide them away a bit. So here they are just outside of or behind the gardening section. And I first starting with these stones and was like, yeah, this is a lot of place to fill. So I might as well not do it because I realized that it's quite small, as I said before, so spacing it out a bit was the way to go here. And of course putting some more plants on it to make it come alive. And I don't know why it would make sense for a little jungle to be out here. But you could imagine that maybe two Sim people live here who love to go to the jungle and just took some plants with them or something. I just really like how it looks. I think it's going to look very beautiful at night with all the lights down in the river as well. And I could have raised the water up a little bit, but I didn't want to because now it looks like the bridge, there's still a gap between the water and the bridge, and I kind of like that. Because otherwise, if I raised it up, the water would be really below the bridge. It would still be under it, but it would touch the bottom of the bridge, and I didn't really like how that looked. So here we're just using some areas and getting the number plates up, because I like to do that with some CC. And here we're just going to show you some slow footage of what the house looks like. I really like how it looks. I hope it functions. I didn't use BB move objects on, I believe. So I think you are able to use everything. I hope. And I really like this upstairs loft. Of course the computers are CC, I just like how it looks. And I'm really proud of the inside most of all. And I really like the outside, but that's always the case. I really like doing the gardens. But yeah, it was a nice, not really a challenge, but it was nice to change it up a little bit by starting on the interior design instead of the outer design. This isn't one of my favorite tiny homes that I did, but we'll get there. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in another video. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.